I do believe we are live. So I'll say indeed, and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friend. I just tested, and it seems that my smell is in fact coming back. But I am still feeling a little bit under the weather. It's very interesting to watch how feeling this way can steal your inspiration for life, steal your enthusiasm for conversation, and mess with you when it comes to first impressions. At least that's what I want to talk about today. Danny Charlene had a friend over, and he knew about me by the time I introduced myself. I didn't know about him, unfortunately, though. And when he came here, I was already under the weather, right? So I couldn't be the enthusiastic version of myself that I usually want to be, at the very least. And that makes me think about things, right? Right. So maybe we can think about that together. It's nice to have you here. Love the background. Glad you're on the mend. Love to you, Kristen. Love you, dear Joe. I also like this background. This is on this side of the house. My phone is technically in the sunlight, which I don't know if it likes. Yeah, it's still in the sunlight. It's still in the sunlight. Like, I am literally hunkered down trying to be in the shadow of these rocks. My hair is still getting cooked with my poor left foot, and it's getting so hot. Maybe if I put you here, put you there. Like, I'm looking at the shadows there on the ground. I don't know if it's working. Maybe I can make you shorter like so. Whoa! You almost went face down. You're a little bit more in the shade now. But not perfectly so, unfortunately. I'm gonna make a plan for you. Because at this rate, it's like cooking in South Africa, as you do. So I need to do something for you first. Maybe. Let me get some. I think I'm gonna do something like so. And then I'm gonna move you right there. Yeah. You can't even see the thing I used to create shadow. Shadow! Shadow! I'm I'm feeling mildly insane in this state of mind. Like, I don't get sick a lot, but when I do get sick, it seems to be pretty devastating. Like, I feel uninspired. That is today's stream topic, right? And I believe I'm a very inspired individual. Can the sickness take away my inspiration? You know what it took away from me today that I was really tripping out about? My smell. My smell. Today, my smell was, I mean, last night as well, but today especially, my smell was completely non existent. And it was very distressing. Like, I went through the whole grieving process of going through and reasoning with myself how losing my smell permanently could be somehow a good thing, right? I was like, oh, imagine, bro. Now every time you go into a public restroom, you won't have to hold your breath. I wish I was joking, but it's coming back. Oh goodness. Ugh. I didn't lose any weed, so I'm super happy about that. Box came for me. Grab it again. More surface area this time. Bruh. No, I don't trust you at all. I don't trust you to not follow my box. But I didn't hurt the first time, so clearly I'll be fine if it happens again. This is a nice seed though. I'll come and do this again. We'll come and stream here again. It does feel very primordial. I'm pretty sure a piece of that just moved after I pulled on it. Suddenly a secret cave opens behind me. Wouldn't that be cool? Let me open chat. See if I can see what your friends are saying. What shit is going on here? That was shocking. Box falling from the sky. Yeah. Suddenly, I'm geboxed. Love is true. I watched, as of late, as I've been recovering in a mildly dissociative haze, I've been watching The Legends of Vox Machina. We finished season 2 today. And there's a character that is a holy woman in that show that makes me think a lot about Sam. And weirdly enough, I only really made that connection today, almost like in the last episode, with like a line she said. I can't remember the line, I'm sorry. But it was very like, yeah, Sam would totally say something like that. I'm fine. I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for asking, I'm fine. I'm actively recovering. I'm getting better so quickly. Before I know it, I'm gonna be completely healthy. You wanna see what I'm looking at? I mean, that's the one way, but I'm looking mostly at that. That's my perspective right now. Cloudies are looking nice. That tree is doing things to my brain. I'm vaping with the intention of feeling a little bit better. Maybe produce more heat in my core. Burn away whatever is trying to burn me. I inhaled so much, like like probably a criminal amount of eucalyptus oil. One of the recommendations I got from Tani Charlene is to put a few drops of eucalyptus oil in a bowl and then pour some boiling water over that and then to inhale the fumes. And I have a bottle of eucalyptus oil as well, but mine has one of those little plastic dropper thingies at the front of it. So when you use it, you kind of like shake it to get like drops out of it. Right? Drop, 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 drop. And I was still in that mode of consciousness, believing that that ought to be the way it is to dosage eucalyptus oil. However, Tani Charlene's little bottle of eucalyptus oil does not have one of those stoppers. So when I put eucalyptus oil in the bowl, I put half the bottle. I mean, it's a 30 ml bottle, but still, right? That's a lot of oil. Like it went glug glug glug, and then I was like, oh goodness, it's not supposed to glug glug. But it was too late, and it was already in the hot water, so I couldn't put it back in the bottle. So I inhaled a significant amount of eucalyptus oil, and it's so inside of me that when I vape this thing, I can taste the eucalyptus oil as well. I hope it's good for me. I hope you're doing something in their eucalyptus oil. Kick that germ's ass, please. It is like mildly raining on me. Mildly. It's not bad. Ooh, I love Vox Machina! Yay! Another fractal we share now. Nice. It was a live D&D campaign of the raddest voice actors. That's exactly what it was. It's so good. Like really good. Captain Levi from Attack on Titan is the game master. I didn't know that. I'm learning more things about this show that I love. Have you been using thieves oil on your feetsies? No, I haven't. I haven't been doing that. That's not a bad idea. Should I go do that now? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go do it now. I mean, today's stream topic is something something. Feeling uninspired, right? So if I'm feeling uninspired and Jovan takes it upon herself to inspire me, then I ought to be inspired by that, right? Yeah. So I'll be back in a second. I don't know if you want the Rocky view. Nah, this is not good. Maybe this way? Eminem Rock's interim string. I hope they're interesting enough. Maybe I'll even give you a closer up. Hey, Zano. I'm gonna go and get some thieves oil. You're gonna rub oil on your feet on stream? No, you won't get to see. That's for the only farms. I'm back. Hey, Zano. Alright, this is the wide. Here's my baggie that I keep my oils in. Is Valor. I could use some Valor as well. Ooh. Oh, my smell is back just in time as well. And then Thieves Hat. I think I remember the Thieves Oil bottle being the one that got, yeah, the most correct label-wise. Also see I've really been going for it. Alright, now I will put Thieves Oil underneath my feet. Perfectly out of frame. Thank you, Shan. And thank you, Jovan. So, how about this weather we're having? What's it like for you? It is excessively hot here in South Africa. It's hot like, you know, somebody told the sun, you know, he doesn't know what he's doing. Is this working? My nasals just completely opened up. Like there are now caves inside of my face again. I'm so sorry that I say the things I do sometimes. I don't know why they come out the way they do, you know. For what it's worth. I don't intend to be so weird. I'm really trying here. I'm trying to blend in, okay? While I'm putting oil on my feet. I'm gonna now leave my feet in the sun with the oil facing away. I don't know if it's gonna do anything specific, but that is what's happening. All right. In some corners of the internet, you'd get paid for that. Yeah, probably. You know, but I wouldn't take quite as much pride in my capital if I made my money that way. Right? Like I really take a lot of pride in making money with my flowers, right? The fact that you friends support my art, I take a lot of pride in that, right? Like I feel really good about that. And I thank you friends again for doing that for me, for allowing me to make my work, for supporting me, right? Selling photos of my feet, it feels like cheating. It feels like I'm cheating if I do that. Is it cheating? Not cheating on someone, just cheating at the game. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm lost in smells. I'm just the fact that I can smell again. Just that is like uber gratitude flowing through my body right now. Like, oh goodness, thank you. I was really having a hard time thinking about losing my smell permanently this morning. Like it was bad. Like I was going through this trip of you ought not give it so much attention, Melt. And then I continued to give it attention of like being like, bro, I can never never smell another flower. That was like one of the first things, right? Not even weed flowers, right? That was also a part of the narrative. But just a flower. I cannot walk up to a rose and smell a flower. And I was like, bro, that. And I instantly went down the technological fractal where I'm like, bro, if this sickness takes my smell from me, I'll engineer some sort of solution to give it back. I'll give myself back better smell. I don't know if it's possible. The olfactory nerves are pretty complex, all things considered. I wonder why they switch off. Are they just blocked? Maybe there's just so much mucus that the smell doesn't reach that part of your nose or something. I'm no expert. Yo, no, 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 no. The thing to remember about creativity and inspiration is that we cycle through passive and active creative cycles. And it's normal for us to not have it sometimes. Yeah. Even though I do agree with you on that, Sam, I really do. I also believe that there is a certain getting it in that fractal once you show up not having it. Right? At least I've noticed that with drumming. Like I rarely have it when I start drumming. Right? And only after sometimes only like 10 minutes in even I only break through that barrier of not knowing what I want to do or what I'm supposed to do kind of vibe. Oh no 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 no. You're healing too. That's where your energy is focused. I second Sam's. It's okay. Love is true. Thank you, friends. It's warm today, but it's gonna be cold again on the weekend. Be melt, don't blend in. Yeah. Weirdly enough, the melting does have a certain blending in, right? In and of itself. Somewhat, at least. I'm standing in front of my wall heater. It's been pretty rainy the past couple of weeks. I gotta get ready. I'm getting the other half of my mouth scraped and cleaned this morning. Weirdly enough, Joy Vive, I've today and yesterday been going through this fractal of wanting my teeth scraped and cleaned. And the fact that you're going for yours this morning feels extra synchronous. Bless you. I hope it's not too traumatic. I hope it goes quick. And let us know how it goes tomorrow. No drilling involved today. Bless. Yeah. It's just the outside cleaning up plaque and stuff, probably. This one will be easier than the last trip. I just know it. Definitely. Whether, whenever we breathe, one nose hole is always mostly blocked. It switches every 30 minutes or so, but when there is swelling up there, it doesn't matter. Both passages are shut. That's why no breathing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to see that. That oil has mostly pulled into my feet now. Like I'm keeping my feet out of my sandals because I don't really want them all oily. Keep my feet out a little bit longer. Like so. Yeah. Being a human, getting sick as a human, is one of those experiences that I don't appreciate that much. And yet, there is value to be had in going through it. Like I was watching myself go through the being sick experience. I had a blanket wrapped around myself, despite already being hot, despite literally feeling the sweat run down my body underneath this blanket, despite everything in my being screaming to me, open this blanket and let us cool down, please. And just being like, nah. Right? And it was this weird dichotomy of strength again in weakness. Yesterday's stream topic. So much strength in weakness. Because I was so weak. I felt, and I still do in large part, so weak that I could lean into that weakness to not let myself escape, right? Or maybe I was stronger than myself. The mental part of me was stronger than my body usually is, right? Like that version of the battle sometimes we go through where your body has a cravings for something sweet at some ridiculous hour of the night kind of vibe, and then you have to kind of reason with yourself as mind as to why that's a bad idea. And sometimes your body wins, right? The craving is stronger than your ability to reason as to why that's a bad idea. And it was like my mind was more powerful than my body. And maybe it always is, but it was just so apparent today that I was like, huh. Sitting in that discomfort, taking pride in my ability to suffer, right? Even though I was suffering, I was like, oh, this sucks. Oh. But look at me easing into the sucks, right? Like really easing into it. So yeah, being human, getting sick. I heard someone say something really strange this weekend, and it's been ruminating in my mind. And it goes, I felt alive for the first time when I had COVID. And upon hearing him say that, it was such a, huh, kind of reaction to hearing someone say something like that. It made me think a lot. It's still making me think. Still making me think. Can getting sick be like some sort of ability, capacity for upgrade, right? Like you go through something biologically that challenges your spirit. It it makes you feel so weak that you have to find strength in something other than the physical plane. And then you consciously evolve to be that version of yourself. And then your body recovers, at least to some extent. Right? The thing that's stronger gets stronger despite your body getting older. Kind of vibe. At least that's the way I'm trying to see it right now. And now everyone touch their nose. I've noticed you've been getting more dynamic with your drumming, playing with crescendos, like the rising of volume. Yeah. Like I really wish that morning that I went and played the sunrise, I had a live stream going for that. That one felt so special. I felt like I got so lost in the rhythm. And there was like sleep deprivation there as well. So I wonder how that influences the drumming cycle. Maybe we'll start doing something like that. I really wish I had microphones. A plan will be made. Yeah. 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 A plan will be made. All right. That's one thing I appreciate about being sick. The relativity of being reminded of what it's like to be healthy. Yeah, and like the humanity in the being sick as well. The box did fall over, but it fell over that way at least this time. All right. My intention. My intention is to accept. My smell is gone again. Let's see if it's all the way gone. It's mostly gone. I'm not smelling that. That's fine. That's fine. My intention is to accept. Right? To accept that in this moment, I'm not gonna smell too good. In this moment, I'm not gonna feel too good. In this moment, I'm going to be a little bit weak. In this moment, I'm going to wave at our neighbors as they pass by us. In this moment, I will choose to love. And hopefully, as I continue to do that, I will get better at it. What do you think about the other side of the day stream topic? The whole first impressions fractal. Because there was like a weird first impression with that neighbor lady. You friends saw my first impression. She came past me and I called out to her, asking her if she wants cookies. Ah. Now in like double hindsight, I do get why she was very like, no, I'm not gonna take any of your cookies, bro. However, they did come through again to come and say hi, and we got to make a proper first impression. And at that point, I was healthy, right? Today, a friend of Otto, who was a friend of Tani Charlene, who was visiting, came and picked him up. I am so sorry you had to see that. And you know, he comes in, and I'm usually like, I'm a huggy person. I hug people, or at the very least shake their hands. And I see him coming to shake my hand, and I'm like, don't touch me, bro. Not like that. I go first. I don't think you should touch me. I'm contagious. And he comes in for a handshake again, and I'm like, no, I don't think you should touch me. I have the flu. And he comes to shake my hand again, and I'm like, no. I'm gonna make you sick. And he goes, oh. Maybe it's because I was speaking English. I forget that I'm in South Africa sometimes. That's why people ask me where I'm from. Oh, goodness. People ask me again this weekend where I'm from. Some people insult me for faking an accent. That was the weirdest one that I've had yet, where people are like, why are you making that accent?" I'm like, what do you mean? Why am I making it, bro? What do you? And then the way I've reasoned to the most recent Jared, the most recent person, explaining to him is like, I've been technically talking to myself, at least at some level, when you speak English to another person, as a non-native speaker, you pick things up, right? As you listen to them say things, you probably modify your own accent as well. But in this medium, there's me talking to myself, talking to you, friends, kind of vibe, right? But I'm reading your comments through my voice again, right? So I wonder how that is influencing how my accent sounds. Like I'm from nowhere. or I'm from here, right? And I say that to people as well these days. Like, I'm just from here, dude. I'm from here. Where are you from? I'm from here. Citrus fruits like pineapple and oranges are supposed to suppress mucus production. If that helps, it does. We don't have any pineapples right now. And it's not mango season anymore. I went to go and buy some mangoes. I got some mangoes, but they're not spectacular mangoes, unfortunately. I'm hoping for like a second flowering or something like that to come through. Is that the neighbor you were running after and aggressively offering her cookies? That was that neighbor, Trevi. Yeah, we're on waving at each other when we pass by terms, which is good. That's what the elbow bump is for. The elbow bump, yeah, that can work. Really bumpy, bumpy elbows. I would rather just namaste people, right? Like that would be easier. Very respectful as well. All right, my intention is to soften my ego grip. Yeah, I'm getting hit from both sides now. I think I'll go get my cards. We'll pull one and then say goodbye for now. Yeah. The Vulcan salute is perfect for situations when you don't want to touch others. The Vulcan salute, just so I don't have that incorrectly, is like live well and prosper, right? Yeah, I like that one too. Woo! My throat feels very scratchy right now. I think it is in part my own doing, but I already feel bad. The coughing isn't making me feel worse. In fact, it's giving me something to focus on. Yeah. Suddenly my mind became more clear as well. Baby Blue attempts to burn Bush in a right to rid self of sickness. Yeah. I mean, clearly we cough for a reason, right? We're trying to get that stuff out of us. So maybe the germs are coming with them. The Vulcan neck pinch is perfect for situations when you do not want to talk to others. I need to learn the Vulcan neck pinch. It just knocks them out. It would be pretty litty bitty if you could just do that. I think they would frown upon it though. This one. Baby Blue? I mean, there's a lot of Baby Blue in there. The shadow figure seems to be made out of Baby Blue. I don't know if that's clear. But like the light color shining on her is all Baby Blue. Get grounded. The fact that today we chose to sit literally against the ground, directly against the ground itself. Woo. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. I guess that's my grip. Feels comfortable enough that I can just relax into it. Man, all of my senses are getting attacked right now. I am connecting with nature right now. Right? This is nature. My conscious experiences is definitely very aware. Alright. I can't read there. It's funny, you titled today's video. This is what I'm struggling on, what to make my new videos on. Kartha, use AI, bro. Like, you don't have to use AI to make new videos, but you can use AI to brainstorm so much, so quickly. And again, I believe at least, I'm not using AI that much for my idea topics. I should technically, but it doesn't reduce the quality of your work. You're still the one that's going to have to sit down, voice record, film, put together, edit, create a curated product for your viewer to watch. You got this, bro. It's hard. I've had new videos up on my YouTube so frequently lately. We uploaded more than 50 shorts this year. Then I hit a wall of depression, stayed up for 53 hours, slept for 36. Now I'm trying to find my way back. Yeah. The creative process, Kartha. I'm sick right now, and I don't feel very creative. Yet I still create things, right? I felt like ass today, and I wanted to. I won't lie. I wanted to hit Brother Ryan up in my DMs and be like, Brother Ryan, can you queue for class for me, bro, please? I don't want to do yoga right now. But no. No, I decided, you know what? You might as well. And I did it. And when I put myself in my second, I think it's Tadasana, mountain pose, I was like literally on fire. It felt like I was a burning pillar of, light. It was not comfortable. And then we came and sat down for this stream. And I don't feel like my top self. I don't want you to see me like this. I feel bad right now. I feel so bad right now. And after this, I've already taken a photo. I'm gonna make a piece of art. And it might not be my best because of my state of being, but it will be something. It will be something. Something I can look back upon. Something that grounds me in this reality. I don't know if I have to be grounded, but this card is clearly encouraging me to. Connecting with nature, making some flowers. You got this, Kartha. Just don't give up, bro. Show up, man. That's the only way. Well, I mostly do game stuff, so there's no good clips. So if there's no good clips, there's no content. I get you, bro. Maybe, if that's your bottleneck, you should make other content. Right? Because if you're dependent on a thing, right? Like it's weirdly enough, and I think this might be a little bit off base, but it's the closest to a recent fractal I had talking about this. It's why I don't do cocaine, right? Because I know that if I started doing cocaine as something that I do kind of vibes, there's gonna be a time when I feel super tired, super unmotivated, super uninterested, and I'm gonna do cocaine, and then I'm going to come and stream. And I'm gonna have such a good time streaming, right? Because I'm gonna have that extra dopamine, that confidence, that clarity of narrative, of a direction, and then pursuing it, right? That it's gonna become a crutch. That every time I feel unmotivated, I can just do this thing instead. Right? Oh no, don't want to do my work. Let me snort some cocaine, take a Concerta, and then I suddenly work for so long and so much. Right? So not exactly apples to apples, but the gaming content could be seen in the same fractal, right? That maybe you're kneecapping yourself by only making the gaming content because you know there will be significantly more work if you made something else. And yes, you will be right in thinking that. You are right. It is a lot more work, but it is worthy of your time. Right? It's not effort wasted. No effort is ever wasted. Uh, I want to get back into other stuff. I enjoy too, but this is the only thing I have allowed my. You see what I mean? You're kneecapping yourself, bro. I've allowed myself to do. I never let myself have dreams because I shut them down early on. I always say shit and doubt myself, especially with the music. I get making a beat, get discouraged, hate my music, hate myself, and quit all over again. Then record all of that, bro. Monetize your pain, kind of vibes. I don't mean to sound like a capitalist right now, but seriously, like seriously, look at me, Cartha. If you start just recording your sessions, right? Spend an hour a day, right? Title it Kartha Suffers as he makes music. Have a camera, have a basic mic, record your screen, and just have like a little bubble of you frustratingly bashing your head against a metaphorical wall trying to make music. Maybe the music is trash for the first 100 videos, for the first 500 videos, for the first 1168 videos. Maybe, right? But at some point, something's gonna click, right? The formula will solidify, and you will be allowed to create the things that you want to create. But you have to start. You have to start somewhere. So start doing that, bro. Like I just gave you a formula. I promise you. Like, look at me, dude. If you do that, step by step that I just told you, record yourself making the music, have a camera on you. If you're uncomfortable with your face being on the internet, right? You're again kneecapping yourself, bro. Fucking kneecaps. People want to see your face, right? It's still gonna be a while before the AI and the avatars are gonna be there so that people can relate, right, to the human emotion. You cannot relate to me if I don't use my face. If this is just the face I wear, right? If I'm not using it, you won't feel anything. Even less so if there's no face to see in the first place. And if you do that day by day, create content like that, an hour, right? Again, it only has to be an hour. You can make it super easy on yourself. You literally hit record, and then you hit stop at the end of that hour, and then you just upload that bare bones, bro. Don't even put any extra effort in it, because that way you reduce the level of inertia of like the stories you tell yourself as to why it is you cannot do that. And if you start doing that for 1 hour a day, if you will, your consciousness, day by day, you will build something. It's impossible not to. It's literally impossible not to. But if you keep opening small little fractals, right? If you keep building on the music fractal, and then you leave that, and then you build on the gaming content fractal, and then there's no stones, no bricks to build with, and then you leave that, right? Nothing's gonna get built. Is that Nancy I just saw? Bless you, Nancy. It's nice to have you here. Sending your blessings. Oh, no. Always say, why do I stop myself from doing the things I really want to do? It's a question I just asked myself the other day, Kartha. The reason I believe we stop ourselves from doing the things we really want to do is because it's not profitable. Right? That's what I've found when I have conversations with people about this topic. Right? It always comes down to it's not profitable. This dream they have is not profitable, so they end up not going down that path. Hopefully, in our lives, we'll see the profit motive die. Fingers crossed. Mm. Num 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 num. Why I don't do cocaine sounds like a good stream topic. Could be one people could learn from, right? Cocaine gives the user a sense of control, while at the same time controlling them, right? And I don't like being controlled. I don't like even controlling myself. Never the mind someone else trying to control me. Never the ever the mind a substance controlling me, right? An inanimate object, like a chair, right? Like there's small chairs, but in the same way that a chair has the function of you sitting your ass on it, a dopamine molecule has the same function of bonding with those receptors, right? Like they would be the asses to go and sit in the chairs. That is your dopamine receptors, right? Getting taken advantage of by a chair. No. Or by an ass. No, please, no. I cannot. No, 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 no. I like making art, making music, playing games, and a few other things. But gaming is the only thing I've let myself have because it's been the only constant. I get you, Kartha. I get you, bro. Uh, like I'm split right now. There's the part of me that wants to be 100% honest with you the way I am with my friends. And then there's the part of me that wants to consider your sensitivities right now. But let me just say it in so many words. There's a lot of gaming content out there. And there's very little of it that's original. Right? And I believe the true value of a person is your soul. Right? That sounds very dark. Sounds like I'm a demon. Maybe I am a demon. Give me your soul, please. I'm joking. I'm fucking joking. I mean, it sounds very sinister. But your soul, the essence of your being, the things that bring your aliveness out into this world, right? If you're going to put something on the internet, that's what you should put on the internet, right? Because we need more of that. We don't need more gaming content, right? In the same way, we don't need more porn. Please, please. We need more authenticity. We need more human beings sharing the things that make them come alive. That's what we need, bruh, right? Because that is ultimately what we're doing as content creators. We're trying to fill some sort of need. The need I felt in my life is conversations that make me consciously evolve, right? Realizing that most of the evolution that has happened has already happened on a biological level, right? Billions of years of evolution has happened for me to be this biological form. And there is not a lot of access, at least not right now. There will be with technology eventually, but right now, there's not a lot of access to continue evolving biologically. So the only avenue for evolution that's open to us at this moment is conscious evolution. And the only way to consciously evolve is, at least in my mind, through the exploration of ideas and conversation, right? Allowing us multiple different nodes, multiple different perspectives as your friends is, right? To see the larger whole that is a topic, to see how different people react to certain things being said. All of that influences us on a level that we've lost access to in our day-to-day lives, living in our apartments, sitting in traffic for hours of the day, right? Working in an office environment. Like, we don't get to do that. So with my live streams, the conscious evolutions we've been doing, that is the need I feel like I'm trying to fill on this internet, right? Would I like it to be more known? Yeah. Do I plan on stopping? Because it's not. Never. Right? I will not stop showing up for you, friends. Ever. And that's a commitment I've made, right? And I feel I scare myself a little bit sometimes because it feels like there's a part of me making commitments that I respect more than pleasure. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's the way it registers in this moment. And I think again, I'm thinking about the conversation we had earlier. Sam said the whole fractal of not having it, right? Again, there is a certain level of getting so much. Like I feel so much lighter. Like despite being sick, just being in the space with you friends, getting to have these conversations, getting to pull this card, getting grounded, getting grounded. mm Think I've missed a few. Joy, I just saw something on Reddit about doing coke with purpose. Editing video games can be too, I mean, it will start with purpose, but will eventually devolve into addiction. Ask me how I know. Kartha, I remember a quote that went something along the lines of there's so many people out there that can put us down. Try not to let yourself be one of them. That's awesome. We are always our hardest friend. Was that my intention? Right? I want to see you rise to your content, right? Because again, is the gaming content your content? Is it yours? Is it truly? Is it something that you are proud of? And maybe you're proud of your skills in that moment. Again, right? If you got a good play, but that's technically you're proud of, not the game, right? So surely there's something you did mention. You like making art. You like making music. Those things are creations that cannot be taken away once you've created them. We only have a limited time on this planet to create things. Will yourself make beautiful things, dear friends. Mm-hmm. People don't realize how much work goes into one profession. Even if the job would take 1 hour for you, maybe the other person had 20 hours of love to pour into it. We just made a YouTube short, 60-second vid that took 16 hours of hard work and labor. Yeah, that's sometimes how it works, man. Again, like I feel like maybe one of the things that we have, fortunately, gotten very used to as a society is instant gratification, right? Like you put in the 16 hours of work, which is not nothing, right? I'm not saying it's nothing, but it takes 10,000 hours, right, to be a professional in something. As you said, people don't realize how long it takes. Apparently, a good estimate is 10,000 hours. If you spend 10,000 hours doing something, you'll be at an expert level of that thing. And unfortunately, the true earnings only come after that point. So you have to be willing to earn nothing, to suffer, to be hungry, to fast for the last week of your month because you cannot afford food in order to get your 10,000 hours of what it is you want to do. And if we can push through, I do believe, and I might be erroneous in this belief, but I do believe you will see yourself grow in ways that no money can ever buy. And that is the true value that we're here for at the end of the day. So, I mean, it's not the profession that creates a lack of work per se, but the drive of the individual with whatever piece he may be working on. I do agree with this. Sal Volkan from Impractical Joker doesn't watch his own content because he says he picks it into oblivion. Those are normal feelings. Them silly jokers. True, but that's why it was so discouraging for me. I've been grinding my ass off and literally have nothing to show for it. You have all of your content to show for it, bro. What do you want to have to show for it? Right? Fame? You want people to recognize you as you walk out on the street, scream your name, right? Want you to have their babies, right? What are your expectations, guys? What are your expectations? It's good questions to ask ourselves because we'll notice, like things fall apart real quick. I just got so stared at by a security truck, like getting close to the window, so the window doesn't obstruct the staring. Is that Gad? Whack. Bless you, friend. Seeing your name here with us. I'm super far up on the comments, so I'm getting to your friends. The movie time I pour in, the less I get in return. The more time I pour in, the less I get in return. I get more views when I half-ass my content and didn't care. Now that I care and try and put in my love and soul, it gets pooped on. I get you, friend. I get sucked into watching a video on van life, and the guy was out his way, but more near the beaches, an hour from here. Did you go and see him? Maybe you're just feeling that closeness to this content you're watching. Make it harsh. The same can be said for music, though, or literal form of content online. You're telling me music is still original when we used to listen to it before we talked. No. Mel, what you don't get, though, is I have wanted to make gaming content before content creators were even a thing. When I was a kid, I wanted to play games for a living, and my parents and family laughed at me and said, in a million years, nobody will have that as a job. And now it's there. I used to have 10k subs on YouTube before Google bought out YouTube. I have been doing this. I don't get the 10k subs thing, right? Like, when Google bought out YouTube, people still kept their subscribers, as far as I know, at least, because there's a lot of content creators that have been on YouTube for very long. But when YouTube bought YouTube, they changed their rules, and overnight my channel was shut down. I don't know what your channel's content was, I guess. When you said stimulates, I didn't think you would be referencing the economy. I feel like I'm so lost right now. I'm sorry, Nancy. Since then, I've tried to regrasp my grip on the community, but with no success. For years and years and years, it's this been what I wanted to do since before anyone did it. You see, every Twitch streamer stole my dream. Like I feel cold to say I don't believe you, bro. Right? Like, I don't believe they stole your dream. And again, you're not dead yet, bro. There's still time for you to achieve that dream. People can't steal your dream, dude. People can have dreams of their own as well. You don't think there are other kids who have had the dream of being paid to play games when they were your age, when they were younger than you? You don't think that's possible? There are 8 billion of us on the planet at this point, dude. Like, that's a lot of opportunity for people to have that dream. My... Thank you, Kristen. Love is true. They all attained what I said was not impossible. I was like a catalyst for that switch, but I don't get the payout. It's whack. Maybe that's your lesson in this life, Kartha. That it's not about getting a payout. If you believe yourself to be a catalyst for that change, then you have changed the life of tens, hundreds, thousands, millions of people. Right? Isn't that enough? If I could do that in my life, I would have achieved more than I could ever hope for. Again, what are your expectations? No. Attain. I was like a catalyst for that switch. I'm proud of the progress, though, I think more than anything. I enjoy the video and I enjoy making them, but I spend so much time editing just to go unnoticed. Continue doing that for another decade, bro. Like, and if you still go unnoticed, then do it for another decade. And you still another decade, bro. Because then again, at the end of your life, you will have this body of work that you can be proud of. Right? If you live a life pursuing what you love, then you have lived a life in love. Instead of in fear, in hatred, in suffering. That's what I'm hearing from you right now, Kartha. So much suffering, bro. You know what suffering is? Suffering is wanting for things to be differently. That's when we suffer, right? Because yes, you are God. You are. And There's a part of you that's always aware of that. And then there's the part of you that's ego that is actively suppressing the fact, right? And in that dichotomy, the ego has wants, and the godlike part of you has the ability to manifest all want, right? But as this ego attachment, you do not have that kind of power. I realized this suffering loop that I was putting myself in very intricately during New Year's of this year. I took 5.55 grams of mushrooms, and my family went away for New Year's night to my brother's girlfriend's dad's place. And I was, in my experience, getting deeper and deeper into it. And then there came a point at which the suffering became unbearable. And the thing that I was suffering about was the fact that my family wasn't there with me. Because I asked, the thing I wanted for Christmas is that our entire family eat some mushrooms together. And maybe that is a tall order, I get it. But I was suffering about it. I was like, bruh, my parents and siblings are out there drinking right now instead of being here with me, having conversations or whatever, right? And I was stuck. I was literally stuck. I couldn't continue watching my episodes of Hilda that I was watching at that point, right? I was so stuck that I had to pause my show, sitting in that suffering, being like, no, but my family has to be here with me. That's what has to be right now. This is what has to be. I have to now be getting all of this payout. I have to now have this dream now. That's what's supposed to be now. And then suffer and suffer and suffer and suffer. And I was like, bruh, this is so heavy. Like I cannot escape. I cannot play my show. I cannot continue a second with the amount of load that I was suffering. And I had to realize that I was doing it to myself. That suffering is wanting for things to be differently. Right? The opposite of making things differently. And it is heavy. Get grounded. I haven't read this card. I've been holding on to it. Maybe it's teaching me things right now. Bless you again. Get whack. I'm willing to go for that far. I would rather be homeless, exploring and living, doing what I want, whether it's music or gaming or whatever. I'm ready to start for it. I get you, bro. It's just disconcerting along the way because I have real world issues to deal with and I have real world problems I have to solve, like helping my dad survive and this and that. Yeah. Life is not only about ourselves sometimes, unfortunately. It would be super nice if everybody would drop everything and just started, doing things for us instead. It would be great. But no, that's not how it works, unfortunately. We can start though, alright? Killing the profit motive. Spend those hours being present and rest will sort itself out. Yeah. I swore to myself when I was young and everyone was obsessed with having Facebook likes and friends that I will never hold my self-worth to those numbers. It's hard to stay an artist if you chase commerce and popularity. Exactly. Because then again, right, how many number my art get mean how good my art be. When art is literally by nature subjective, right? The act of creation is what is beautiful, is what is rare, is what is unique in this experience. Especially in one where we have so much distraction, it's even more unique. But yeah, if it's not profitable, people end up not making it anymore, unfortunately. I could care less about the fame. I just want to get to the point where I can live and achieve the means necessary to live, doing what I love and not working a slave wage job for some BS corporation. That's all I want, and I may not come for that time, but the hunger is there for sure. Again, Kartha, if that is your goal, bro, then set a 5-year plan, right? What do you have to do in the first year to be able to quit your job and start doing what you want to do at the 5-year mark? What do you have to do in the second year? What do you have to do in the third year? What do you have to do in the fourth year? What do you do of the fifth year? Right? How much money can you save every month? Those 5 years leading up to you doing the thing you want to do. What can you do in the meanwhile to make sure that when you leave your corporate slave wage job, that you can transition, right? Like instead of saying the things that are problems, let's start asking questions about how we can find solutions. The masculine in me, is gonna bring us back to that point. Mm-hmm. Does the hunger outweigh everything else? I have to start taking my real life as seriously as what I enjoy. At this rate, I will have to quit doing what I love and get some bullshit job at a gas station or something just to survive. Do both. There's a job available at The Joint, the place that is close to the place that I buy my bud from, right? And if Max isn't going to apply, I'm going to apply to that job, right? It's going to be a slave wage job. I'm going to get paid like maybe if I'm lucky 250, maybe $300 a month at this job that I'll have to be at during the week. But I'm still considering it, right? It's going to make me less of a person. I'm going to have to be technically legally slinging weed, right? I'm gonna have to be a a gas station clerk, right? I'm just selling weed instead of candy bars. It's the same exact thing, but it doesn't make me less of a person. I'm doing a service. I'm helping people, right? Every single person that comes into that gas station, you can smile at their face. Maybe they had a rough drive. You can lift their spirits for a second. They can come home safely, right? Like again, bro. Like it's unfortunately we have been brain damaged. You're saying that you don't want fame and you don't want popularity, but you don't realize the impact that you have no matter where you are, right? Like wherever you are, be the expression of love. You can be a janitor mopping the floor, right? And as people pass you, you can be the expression of love in that mopping of the floor, right? There will be two expressions. And if we push them into the extremes, it will be so clear. You can show a person angrily fucking mopping that floor, right? And then it's a person that's like, right, right, mopping floor, but the expression you put into that mopping of the floor changes the world, changes the things people see, changes their state of being, changes the way they go into the world, influence other people. You cannot help but make a difference. You just have to choose to. You just have to choose to, bro. And like I cannot tolerate the stories, like bro, like the stories of like victimhood. Let me continue reading though. The subscriber thing is because YouTube changed their rules. Because of the rule change, I was deemed to be breaking terms of service when I was fine originally. You still haven't told me what your content was. What terms of services did you break? What content did you have that was deemed not worthy of YouTube? And you can say you don't believe me. I'm saying that I don't believe people stole your dream, dude. Like, that doesn't even make sense to me, dude. Like, how can I believe that? Yeah, this person stole my dream, right? Like watching Tony Hawk skateboard and do sick kickflips, right? I don't know how to do any of that stuff, but being like, yeah, they stole my dream, bro. I wanted to be kickflipping like that. Like, I cannot believe that, dude. It doesn't register for me. Oh, no, 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 no. As much as that is a goal, no, no. As much as that is the real long term goal, to touch up the hearts of viewers, to make them push for their dreams, and to pursue themselves. You can do that anywhere. You can do that in the gas station, bro. You don't have to do that online. I don't allow me to live off of. Is it truly successful? It depends on what your measure of success is, I guess. I really do like that I can make people think higher of themselves and forgive themselves and be to chase their dreams. And this is what I try to do for my friends. This is what I try to do for the viewers, and just in general try to be this way. I would rather bring you up than bring you down, which is common for me because of my mental disorders. It's easy to be mean, rude, or similar minded unintentionally, or without the conscious effort to be that way. My IED makes it hard to be nice and hard to be friendly, but when you ask me who I want to be, I don't want to be that way. I hate myself for being that way. So if anything I do, I try to motivate and try to bring people up. But people may not see the darkness that lingers in the shadows. Depression and all my other mental issues affect my day to day in more ways than I wish. But when I have those moments of clarity, I am that guy. I am the mentor, the motivator, the friend. I try to be that way with my content and with my friends and family. So I guess my goal is already achieved. Yeah, and now we're getting somewhere. So maybe the payout is not necessary. But at the same time, I don't want to work just for the benefit of others. Work is for the benefit of others. That's all work is, right? Work. This is the definition I have for work in my brain fractals. Work is how you change the world, right? And you are gonna die eventually, sooner rather than later, ultimately. So the fact that you do work, you are changing the world so much and in so many ways that you will never even experience, right? That is why we work. Again, for the benefits of others, primarily for the benefit of others. It's not always very rewarding. Sometimes the opposite, sometimes it'll cost you. But that is what we're here for. I don't want to be rich or famous. I just want to be able to be self sustainable while being the person to motivate and shape others in a similar manner so that they too can pursue their dreams while living off it. Help people, Kartha. If you spend your life helping people in whatever way you can, you'll be fine. You might not live a lavish lifestyle, but you will have warm food to eat and a place to sleep, dude. And that is enough. That is enough to make a difference. More than enough to make a difference. Lyrics of Bittersweet Symphony. You're a slave to money, then you die. Please reconsider. Please recognize life is so much more than this. Thank you, Zana. I hate that we even live in a world where money is relevant, but unfortunately we do. The best we can do is chase our dreams and aid our communities and try to create a cycle of growth. So one day our children and their children aren't living in the same world where one demands that you make X dollars to stay safe from the weather and dangers of the wilderness and to be fed and to be loved. I think it angers me because I see the big picture and I'm caught up in what could be rather than what is and what will no longer be and what will become. I agree completely with you, Garda. I also used to be very much like that. Part of me got grounded, right? And that part of me that got grounded didn't get planted like a seed as much as it got stomped on by military boots, right? Unfortunately. China was not kind to me, but it did give me what I needed to say no more. You got this, friend. You got this. YouTube shut me down because I used copyright music. It was allowed before YouTube owned them because they didn't monitor it. Google changed the rule about copyright. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm also very sensitive about that stuff since you keep asking. Thank you for letting me know. I was curious. Because I think, why are you comment spamming? Like it's hard to understand what you're trying to say when you're not giving anyone a fair chance to answer you. If you're asking for advice or help, you don't get it by spamming. Yeah, I think he's just train of consciousnessing, train of thoughting. And I've read and been here for the conversation. I feel like I'm trying to help say the things that I would have needed to hear. Yeah, being an artist is not easy in this life. But again, at the end of your life, like for instance, just let's just talk about Van Gogh. Like he's my go-to. I love that dude so much. He got shafted by life, right? You think it's bad for you, Kartha? That dude, that dude sold one painting, and it's like a someone pity bought it from him kind of vibe, right? Like a family member kind of bought it from him, because he was like, let me just buy this painting on this guy kind of vibe. That's at least the way I see it. And now Van Gogh's work is some of the most, esteemed and sought after in the whole world, right? Long after he's dead. But because he, as an artist, decided, despite the fact that nobody wants this work, that he will create day after day, that work exists now, right? It exists. There's like tangible evidence for it. You can go and look at it. So create your work despite everything, because that's the thing that is of value at the end of the day. So YouTube last one comment. Finish my points. Keep getting interrupted. Yeah, unfortunately. I make my own entirely. But still, bro, it's the same fractal, right? Like, even the fact that people can think it's you farming other people's content is because it's content that has been used so many times, right? That it's there's nothing original. There's nothing of soul. Again, people want to see soul, bro. Like people want to see your soul. People don't want to see your cool, 360 no scopes. Maybe they used to, right? Back in like early YouTube, when you had those 10,000 subs, back in the day, that's what people wanted to see. But we do not live in that world anymore. Maybe you should find like a really popular game. Do you play Dota? That's so popular, right? Maybe like some sort of, new game as well. Like I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't watch gaming content. I don't, right? So that's one perspective to see my view from. Even if you make the best content ever, Kartha, there's a very low chance that I'll ever watch any of it because I don't watch gaming content anymore. I used to when I was 14, but I'm not 14 anymore, right? So I'm no longer drawn to that content. So that's also a part of why the YouTube algorithm is gonna be hard to please when it comes to content like that. What it comes down to is everyone else in chat has disappeared while you read about this. You're not being fair to others here by flooding the chat. Mel, there's a point too. I'll continue this conversation of in private, where I can actually type out what I need to, being confined. Private conversations. You can hear to listen up until our ears are beaten. Helping people achieve their dreams is part of our humanity. I'm sick and tired of people only looking out for number one. Love is true. Thank you, Zano, for protecting the space as well. There is just more to say than I can confirm to a character limit in a YouTube conversation. If I had the chance to talk to you in person, you would be able to actually hear the entire thing as it should be told, and could dissect it in an actual conversation, which is what this should be reserved for. I think you're making a very good point, Kartha. Maybe one day we'll have the conversation. Come to South Africa, bro. Right? There's a spot. Look at this. Look at here. Here could be your face, speaking words right now. Wouldn't that be cool? If you were here speaking words right now instead of hey. That'd be so cool. I don't think I can try. I don't think I can try. I cannot be a ventriloquist. I don't think so. Okay. Can you show us what you're seeing? Yeah. This is what I've been looking at. I think I'll show you this one more time. And then I'll read for you while you look at my view with me. All right, get grounded. Nothing is original, bro. I'm calling cap, dude. Every single one of these streams have been original, and I'm willing to stand by that, right? I'm willing to stand by that. Maybe I introduce my streams in the same way, but no stream has been the same from any other stream. No person have had my face on, saying the words I'm saying, in the exact environment I'm sitting, with the exact same people having this conversation with me, right? These streams have been the closest to originality that I've been able to touch, right? So even though I get that nothing is original, you are original, right? And all you have to do is show up as that. You have to show up as that. If you want to see success in this internet world, you have to show up as that. There's nothing of soul about your channel if you think about it, bro. There is enough motivational bullshit, but you don't see me knocking what you do. Okay. If you think there's no soul in my content, I have failed. Goodness, grossly. I really do apologize for that if that is the case. I'm going to read this card because I need to get grounded right now. Love is true. There it is. I thought the family is home. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Anything. Okay. How old are you? Won't change my demeanor or love for the community here or ever. I would still advise you all to chase your dreams and learn to love yourself like I cannot. Thank you, Kartha. Was Melton more original? Also true. Also true. Thank you, Joe Schmo, for reminding us of that fractal. Yeah, we did that. Love you, Melty. Thank you, Joe. Get grounded. You are being called to get grounded, to ensure that your luminous field is clear and your inner well is full. If you're not grounded, it is all too easy to get swept up in other people's energy and mistake it for your own. Your boundaries will become blurred as you are absorbing the energies around you and struggling to define what is their stuff and what is yours. If you pull this card, you are very likely an empath or a highly sensitive person and need time alone to fill up on your well, balance your energy, and get grounded. There are two types of people: those who draw their energy from others and those who draw their energy from within. Reflect on which one you are and carve out time each day to ensure your well is being replenished. Being sensitive is a superpower, but like all powers, it needs to be nurtured in order to be fulfilled. It is easy to get swept up in the high frequency energies that are swirling around the planet. The quickest and most efficient way of clearing all of this from your field is to ground yourself by connecting to Mother Earth. There are many ways to get grounded. One of the most powerful is the practice of earthing by connecting to the power of Mama Gaia. Spend time in nature. Put your hands on a tree, for your palms are extensions of your heart chakra, or walk barefoot on the earth. Yeah. It melted a long time ago. That's beautiful, Zara. Find time in your life to dig deep and practice breaking free from that tether of inequality. You are just as original as your fingerprints or the shape of your eyes. Everything. Everything is different and nothing is perfect, but that's what makes it perfect for me. Friend, I really think that we seek reasoning as to why we feel held down. Centering our focus on that is a little buggy. That's what we see. What energy will we cultivate? It fell down, but it has an exoskeleton. It doesn't really like being on my hands. There's a big obstacle here, dude. Dropping him. I feel bad. I'm sorry. I'll leave you be, poor bug. The earth is like the bit of sand that gets turned into the pearl. We are living on that pearl. A beautiful, happy accident that is gathering of the right conditions. How incredible is that? It really is. I don't have to feel inspired. This whole experience already is inspiring. Yeah, I like that. The energy we create is what we have the most control over. For some, it's harder than others, but that's one of the things we're here to consider. There is a difference between needing to air your problems to the group and wanting to stew in them with the group. We encourage one, but we will not tolerate the other. The thing that I'm having a very hard time tolerating is being told my content has no soul. Right? Like, I'm having a hard time swallowing that. Right? And I get it's probably like a gut reaction or like an ego reaction. Because maybe this is me, but if you don't have a camera on your face and your voice actively talking while you're playing gaming content, right? Then there is very little soul in it. Right? That is kind of what I meant. I don't know Kartha's content. Right? I probably haven't found it online. I don't watch gaming content that much, but I assume that it was, short clipped, as he said, 60-second videos. Yeah. I'm gonna go get my drum. Then we can play a little bit of music. Yeah. I'm gonna move this stuff quickly. I don't know if I should do the wide lens for you friends. I don't think this is the wide lens. That, however, is. That's the box that was keeping the shade over my camera. Maybe I'll do a shot like that. Do some curating. Is this clean? Yeah. I feel like I'm so lost. Touch this person. Be right back. I'm back. I got way here. I'm gonna see if my YouTube music's gonna work today. I'll sit on the ground for now with you friends. I look forward to the day we get to meet, bro. Get to have this conversation again. But I do agree. Bro, like the fact that my YouTube music is broken is really not heartening. Right? Like that's what happens. Sound unavailable. And it tries the next one on my playlist. Does it? Browse? Can I go browse? YouTube music isn't available yet in this country, but you can play songs and podcasts that are saved on your device. Our internet has to make ground terminal in Zimbabwe or Ethiopia, I believe. And apparently Zimbabwe and Ethiopia doesn't have YouTube music. So that means I don't have YouTube music either. This is fine. Let's see if I can find it here though. Yeah. I'll do some of these. This one is called Into the Light. I feel that's appropriate. I need to go into the light right now. Nope. Is that the white? Yeah, I think so. No, what have you done? I clicked on another little bubble here. Then Charlene and John came back. Hi, John. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling the good.
I'm happy to hear that, bro. Welcome back, man.
Thank you. And yourself?
I'm feeling.
Are you feeling better yet?
I mean, now I'm feeling better.
Get you some meds as well.
Yeah, I heard you got some vitamines at least.
Rice tableta.
Some rice tableta. I think it's gonna help. This is the next track. I want to do another one, bro. I'm really having fun, actually. Oh, almost dropped you for a second there. Is this the track?
Hey, it sounds almost like an Afrikaans song.
Sounds almost like?
An Afrikaans song.
It does kind of have like Afrikaans vibe to it. Maybe that's why I'm not feeling it, bro. Soft whispers. This one's called Freedom. It's the one. It's not bad. Chill lo-fi guitar. Sounds like a vibe. Yeah. That was fun. Thank you, dear friends. Make you tallies. So you can sit close to. I hide with me. This is a good view. Yeah, better light this way at least. There we go. Skibidi bobbidi, skibidi boops. So much love has been sent in chat since I've been playing drum. Today was that. Whoa. Today is Wednesday. I have been time dilated. I mean, the sun is still up. I'll go get my yoga mat and then we'll dance. Should I dance with the being sick? I want to. I'll try. I'll dance to some drum and bass because I can just like stand and I don't have to jump. All right. As soon as I start jumping, that's when my heart starts beating too fast. Does it feel good being right, Joy? I think sometimes we also tie our identity to other people's opinions. Definitely. Trans people shouldn't have rights to windpipes. We get to feel angry about it. Exactly. That one goes under the radar sometimes too. It's so important to bring attention to it. Those opinions can carry unintended weight. Exactly. When people are in an activated state, they found that we have been taught to relax the nervous system. For lack of a better term, talking to a brick wall, the frontal lobe is shut off, literally. There's so much weight in this world, we can hold us down. We got to shed that shit in it and lift one another up. Zano knows that prefrontal cortex stuff's really important to try and learn how to self-regulate. Remind myself again of heightened anxiety. Feeling emotions isn't wrong, yo. It's how we act on them. We have to police our actions and make sure they speak to their right intentions. With an inability to access empathy and pause, life is hard, but mental health is a tougher battle and needs to have the light shined in its eyes and look itself in the mirror and just give yourself a hug and cry and start over. Hey Luke, it's been a while, friend. Sending you a blessing. These music were pretty. Love you. Mel, don't overexert yourself. Soft shimmy. I'll do some soft shimmying. Love you, Sam. But I'll dance with you, friends, to say thank you. Nonetheless, I hope we get a chance to find a pretty rock today. Get a chance to have pasta or pie. You know, to get down while you're sick. I just felt like pointing it out. Thank you for pointing it out. I did know it was Wednesday, but it was almost like I didn't even consider dancing. Alright? Like my body was like, what are you doing, bro? Have you felt what we feel like being ourselves? Have you felt that? And you want to dance feeling like that? Like doing light yoga. I felt like I was gonna, spontaneously combust for a second there. Whereas we could put on a headstone Joy Beef. I just felt like pointing it out, just so you know. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna dance with the sun setting behind me. Yeah, old Arpan vibes. Is that the frame? I guess it has them here. I'm back in a second. I mean, since I'm not going to be moving that much, I'll bring this other yoga mat. That'll also limit my range. Right. I can feel that as soon as I put that other bigger yoga mat down, I'm gonna be called to dance harder than I intend to, and we don't want to hear that. Okay, I'm gonna quickly shimmy your legs a little bit taller on this side. That's more level than it used to be. That'll have to be our frame. Is that fine? That quality though, there's a certain childlike quality to it. Love is true. Alright. I remember when you didn't have a yoga mat and you were waiting for so long. Get whack. This yoga mat that I've been waiting for so long has seen some battle at this point as well. Yeah, poor thing. Didn't know how much. That's right. Right? Can you see the hole of me? You can see the most of me. But we can see less paving. Yeah. Framing done. I walk to see the sunrise, and here the sun is setting. Got me thinking a bit. Bless you, Luke. You get to have both of those experiences held in your grasp, but you're conscious at the same time. It looked like you got your money's worth, right? All right. No, I put my tablet. I'm gonna bring this closer, like over here, and I'm gonna put some music on. You friends have heard these tracks before, but I still like them. I think I got a new one though. Excuse me. I'll play this one first. New one first. It will auto play the next one.
It's traumatic. Yes. Wow. Multi-dimensional intergalactic fucking business on this one.
I'm not nearly ready for that kind of vibe right now. I have to get worky. Love you, Nancy. That is just a long stream. Glad that you were here for a good friend. I'm back in 1 second. You'll get to watch me. I'm gonna embrace some more. What is this? So mango? Yeah. I don't know if you can hear me right now. Well, at least. Here we go. All right. I'm ready if you friends are. Love you, friend. Franchi. That's so cute.
Intergalactic fucking business on this one. Telekinetic frequencies straight to your fucking heart. Wow. Yo, my people gland is fully activated, that's my mind's eye. These kundalini energies are rising up through my spine. Trust me, I'll be sun gazing and grounding when it's high tide. You see me meditating on the mountain when it's night time. I'll be flying through the northern vortex when the time's right. This body makes me claustrophobic, I don't think it's my size. Everything is clear now, I'm looking back in hindsight. You know that Tesla was the real genius, fuck Einstein. Yes, it's traumatic.
Woo! I can't even remember saving that track, but I do know why I did. Not the best drops, but really cool lyrics. This is a new auto-tuned one. Let's see.
Are you telling us that that object spoke? That a voice came from it? Not a voice, but something that was able to reach her mind.
That's the next drop. Want to see if the next auto cue track is nice though? I'm gonna save that previous one.
Fuck it up. Let me fuck it up. I'll dance to that. One more. This was very fast. Yeah, dude, that. I don't know. John Boogie, yeah. The hippie stomp. My friends love it, bro. Thank you, John. Bless you. Thank you again. There he is in the flesh. Whew.
You're witnessing the corners of the hearts, earth, not hearts, but sure hearts too. I didn't question a heart. It made sense too. I have to get worky. Bless you again, Nancy. Does John have an advice for us? Any sage words?
About?
They're asking for sage words from John, brah, from Master John.
I don't think I am in the position to give any sage advice to people.
Come on, oh. Just go and say something out of your thumb, oh.
Just value your connections. Yes.
Yeah.
And also don't value the end of connections too much. Yeah. Because more will be had.
That is a good way to see it, brah. Today's stream topic was about enthusiasm / inspiration and first impressions.
Ah.
How, like, feeling this sick, I couldn't make the best first impression of Otto because I couldn't be that version of myself
Yeah.
that's full energy, ready for a conversation because I'm dying inside.
Yeah.
I have to focus on breathing in. The dancing has me very hot right now.
Yes, it is very much.
Thank you, dear friends, for being here with me. Thanks for playing, brah. Thank you, friends. Do we have a goodbye message? I wonder. There we go. Like it's trippy. It's trippy how good Joe is at. Scuba! I love you so much. Have the most soul-soaring day, everyone. Your for reals are so superly duperly seriously held in the highest regard. Meliphilus, Meltmore, and all of you oh so very jubilantly. Effulgently, ethereally, resplendently, lucently, celestially, authentically, wholesome, humanimal, critter creatures finding value in the impressions we make on others and embracing inspiration when it presents itself. Goodness is love true. Thank you, Joe, for blessing us with that beautiful goodbye message. Creativity professionals utilize hard drugs, hard scheduling, and hard old writing programs to stimulate creativity. There's no wrong way, y'all. There is only creation. You are always active in the act of creation, right? Moment by moment by moment. You are creating this experience you're having. We are co-creating this experience we're having right now, but you are the one creating this experience, right? And as Sam said, however you create this experience for yourself, just take responsibility. Maybe pride. I take some pride in it, right? Create an experience where we dance instead of stomp on flowers, right? Love is true. Also, all art is theft. Did I steal something from someone dancing today? I don't think so. Is dancing art? Is dancing art?
Yes. It's a physical expression form of art.
Sam says, or all art is stealing. Maybe from the fractal of like, God gave us everything. So us using God's things to create. I know, I agree. But not everybody believes that. Right? So we have to hold space in our minds for that as well. Thieves' oil, theft. Taking pride versus taking responsibility, or why the family may not speak to you anymore. I mean, weirdly enough, my family has been calling me, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is nice.
They do want to speak to me. Surprise, surprise. I had this whole conversation
Oh,
of
they
my...
miss you so
Yeah,
much.
monsieur, bro. I had this conversation with my mom, bro. And she was like talking about how much she misses me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, surprise, surprise. Nothing changed, did it? I'm just not there. She's like, yeah. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
Other things will be found.
The enigma of suffering. That has been such a theme. You know what suffering is, John? I've said it to you before, but do you know my quote? Suffering is wanting for things to be differently.
Yeah.
I suffer. So much suffer. Oh, I shouldn't be sick right now. I should be healthy and strong and be able to smell. I should. Suffer. Wanna cry? Suffer, exactly. Suffer. All right. Thank you so much for
for the goodbye message. Thank you, friends, for being here in this creation that we have co-created. I feel such big love here, you people, and your brilliant minds. Love you all. Bless you, friends. Thank you for joining me again. I'll see you tomorrow.